Hey, welcome back to Red Shoes Diary. I hope you've had a great week feeling fat and sassy. Hope you've stayed warm. Around here this week, it's been a little on the cool side. We got down to single digits tonight or so. Pretty close for some of them. I think wind chill hit somewhere below zero a couple of times. And this thing right here has been running every day. And I'm very thankful for wood heat. Heat and air, yes, this is nice, but that's toasty. Anyway, folks, I hope everything's going right in your world. I hope you're kicking and doing well. I hope you spend a little time with the good Lord and your family. And I've had a good week. Can't complain. Ain't nobody's listening anyway, right? Anyway, went to church this past Sunday and had a good service stuff. Then went back Sunday night. A preacher come in and preached, and I never met the man as far as I know. And first time I heard him preach, but he done a good job. But there's something he brought up that is still, I guess, sort of staying with me, made me think a little bit. He said, we go through you go through hills and valleys, and you climb mountains up, down. I mean, being in, trying to be a Christian and doing right and doing what you're supposed to do. You highs, lows, valleys, mountains, up, down. And he's talking about how lots of times we are the creator of our own mountains. I thought, okay. He said, we get to thinking, listen to old devil gets on us about different stuff. And maybe he pokes you. Maybe you've been in church and somebody's said something or bothered you, or maybe they didn't speak to you. And that just bothered you. And you get to studying on that. And that just gets to, like an old boil festering on you. And you just wallers around. It just kills you. It just bothers you. You're so busy putting that in front of you. You made this mountain in front of you that really was a molehill, really wasn't nothing. But, the Father of all lies knows how to word it in such a way to get you off track, to get you away from what you're looking at. Then you got to fight that battle, with Him. But your mind's one of the worst things. And you're so busy, with that, you can't enjoy a lot of the other stuff going on around you, and that's very sad. I've always heard the old cliche saying of, lots of people are their own worst enemy. They let stuff bother them in such a way. Don't get me wrong, there's things that happen in your life you do. It does aggravate you and gets to you, even when Jesus run out of the temple, he had a righteous anger, they said. So, we can be that way sometimes on certain things. But lots of times it's a little molehill over here. We turn into a mountain, and we're so busy trying to get over it because we think it's the worst thing in the world. We lose a lot of blessings because of that. We're so busy with that, we lose a lot of blessings because of that. And I truly believe that, folks. Maybe I'm wrong, but I do believe that. You look around and, you see people lots of times let just little things irk them that light them up. They're so busy getting angry and mad at everything that it sort of breaks your heart, because when you're angry and mad and the devil's poking you, prodding you, it's a little hard to find some peace and happiness in that time because of that. It's really sad, but I never heard it put that way, that we create our own mountains, and by the time we climb over it, get past it, maybe some of the blessings we could have been a part of we miss. And like I said, I hadn't thought of it that way. But that's been on my mind this week, how we create our own mountains. And man, preach truth. Once you sit and study on it. I was reading another thing, I probably should have wrote it down, but it's talking about how he's a preacher He's like born in 1915, 1920 and died in like in the late 70s, early 80s or something other. He's 67 years old, but he said, thing about it is, the devil never whispered to Eve, I want to be your master. He just whispered in her ear about this, that, the other. He said a lot of it is, he's whispered about the choice of I. What do I want? Well, I have to do what's right for me, and he separates you from, where it ain't I, you and the good Lord. He, 10 Commandments, we follow his lead and do what we're supposed to be doing. But it becomes what I want. We forget about all the other stuff. He said, and that's how the devil conquers and destroys a lot of things. And if you look around today, a lot of that is going on. A lot of people have an I mentality. Well, I have to do what's best for me. Well, this is what I want. This is what, well, the Lord might not like it. Well, right now, this is what I have to do for me. I have to do this for me. Sometimes I think about how us growing up and getting in trouble and Grandpa pecking us in the head. Maybe that's what reason a lot of this stuff happens to us. We're so busy with I. The good Lord just shakes his head and blows a little bit and goes, seriously, I told you about that. Or are you joking me? But anyway, you have to make that decision. I can't make it for you. And I hope, pray that you make the decision that you're going to follow the good Lord. And even when it's not popular, even when it's the hardest thing you ever do, when you get out the other side, I truly, truly understand it'll be worth it. What you lay up all the wealth and stuff, you laid up in heaven, not down here. I don't have a lot of stuff, but I'm okay with that. But I do have incredible family, incredible friends, people I can call on. If they can't be here physically, I know they're going to pray for me. And that's a very good thought to know you got people praying for you that truly believe in prayer. But anyway, folks, this week, I hope if you're doing the mountain, I hope it's in a pickup or a vehicle or whatever you're driving. You're just driving over the mountain, and you ain't building one that you have to crawl over, that you don't have mentally and spiritually get past it. And I hope that you have a great week. I hope you take time to talk to the good Lord and humble yourself a little bit. That's probably a hard thing for all of us to do. Talk to him, be thankful. And I hope that you have a great week. Christmas is coming up pretty soon. It's a little over a week away. It's hard to believe this year is blown by, folks. We're almost middle of December here, heading towards the end of it. Whole year, start another year, ain't it? Wow. But I hope that whatever you're doing, whatever's going on in your life, you're having a good time. I hope that old Santa Claus comes around your way, you get what you're looking for. Mostly, I hope you spend time with family, friends, loved ones, people that make you smile. Not just Christmas Day, but every day. Remember to thank the good Lord for all this. Because we are one totally blessed nation. As always, y'all be careful out there. Take care of yourself. May the good Lord take a liking to you, not too soon. And as always, Austin.